I know what is, what was, and what must be. Stand with me now, you. We must stave off the end of all things. Shoulder to shoulder against the darkness, Nigel. No matter what happens, we'll face it together one last time. Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive. And that is an apt description of Dolphin's Dive. Just insert dolphins noises here. Alright, hello, welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategical Sentinels of the Multiverse stream, hosted by yours truly, Loot Dolphin. Where's the thing? Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. You can follow me personally on Twitter at LootDolphin21, and YouTube and Twitch is LootDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. We're all making media tonight. And it's quite crazy how we're all here doing the same things. We have here Heroic Infinitor against Requital Captain Cosmic and the Sentinels, Freedom 6 Tempest, and Visionary Unleashed in the great past of Silver Gulch. It is actually Ultimate Heroic Infinitor, because Jeremy mentioned something about how someone never saw any one of us do Ultimate Infinitor, and so we're doing Ultimate Heroic Infinitor. So, the advanced clause, increased damage dealt to Infinitor by 2. On his flip side, manifestations are indestructible, and this is quite problematic because normally when a manifestation will enter play on his side, it gets destroyed, but they actually linger. Challenge text on the front. At the start of the villain turn, the top card of Infinitor line breaks deck is revealed. If it is a manifestation, it is put into play. If not, it is shuffled back into Infinitor's deck, and each manifestation in play is restored to its maximum HP, which is going to make it pretty tricky to actually get manifestations out of play, because ordinarily you win if there are no manifestations in play. At the start of his turn, he either puts a new one in play, which means that it won't be able to be put underneath him, or he reveals a one-shot, which gets shuffled into his deck, and then the manifestations get restored to max HP. And therefore, they're not at 1 or fewer and cannot be put underneath Heroic Infinitor. Is that smoke? It's actually, it's my humidifier. Right here. It's this thing. Because I have been dealing struggling been struggling with a cold for the past half week, ever since Friday night, and I've just been exposing myself to a humidifier, like directly, like blowing air, or not air, but steam right at me to try to get my throat to not be terrible. But yeah, we can just pretend it's smoke. Ooh, spooky. Alright, let's actually start this game. Requital Captain Cosmic has 2 augmented allies, a dynamic siphon, and harsh offense. Sentinels have dark delusions, 2 of them, fling into darkness and sentinel tactics. Freedom 6 Tempest has gene-bound shackles, into the stratosphere, otherworldly resilience, and reclaim from the deep. That into the stratosphere is actually not going to do much in this game. And Visionary Unleashed has mass levitation, precognition, psychic maelstrom, and rest the mind. So, we're starting with Twisted Miscreation, Recallous Intellion, Lambent Reaper, Ocular Swarm. Ocular Swarms are the best ones because manifestations will never be destroyed in this game. We get Twisted Miscreation and Lambent Reaper and Recallous Intellion. And that ends his turn. Or this card play, rather. Look at all these things that are going off. I'm gonna put this on Lambent Reaper. And then there's gonna be a bunch of damage. +2 to Infinitor. Idealist is getting hurt. Idealist is super hurt. But we survived round 1. Huzzah. So it's kind of weird, like... I mean, I brought Visionary to the team, and I was actually thinking of using Dark Visionary, but I feel like Dark Visionary is too cheap. But we have Visionary at the end, and she does have a precognition, so we can use that to try to manipulate the top of Infinitor's deck. If the card is a one-shot, then any damage we do gets negated if it's a manifestation that enters play. Plus he plays a card. So we probably want to try to make a manifestation on top, and we want to make sure that he takes out one manifestation at least. Maybe several. So what kind of damage dealing can we do? It's actually not too many. Dark Delusions can do 1 damage across the board, which will put that Lambent Reaper down to 1. Into the Stratosphere deals damage to only 1 target, the villain with the highest, so that's not really too useful. Visionary can Psychic Maelstrom for 1 damage each. Her base power is not going to do anything right now, but the thing is, if I want to precog, I can't use Psychic Maelstrom. I can Harsh Offense with Captain Cosmic, and that's probably my best bet, at least here. I could Augmented Ally, maybe. Or Dynamic Siphon. Actually, getting a Construct out might help with the Lambent Reaper damage. Although currently, Idealist is lowest, so that doesn't help at all. I'm a Harsh Offense. Reveals a Cosmic Weapon and something else. So I can get the other Lambent Reaper down to 1. And maybe Infinitor will do spread damage. Requital, Sustained Influence, an Energy Bracer, and a Wounding Buffer. This can be played next to a hero character card, which is not Infinitor. Normally this would be put on Cosmic, but if I get this on Mainstay and I can get his thingy, if we can get Human Shield with Mainstay, that would be great. But what with the rest of these? The first time that hero character card is dealt damage by a target each turn. So not Cosmic, not Visionary. Probably Mainstay, I guess, if we're going to redirect things to Mainstay. But that's not necessarily going to happen anyway, so... Alright, Sentinel Tactics is fun. This will do 2 damage. I can bring that other Lambent Reaper down to 1, so maybe I should do that. So I get my Sentinel Tactics, and this also lets me use a power, and this can help save Idealist. Positive Energy is not the card I wanted. Let's get some defense on Tempest. Now, if Heroic Infinitor flips, all of this defense isn't going to matter, because all of this villain damage is going to be irreducible and not redirectable. So let's try not to have that happen. We get Manifestation, one-shot Manifestation. Ocular Swarm is the best one to get because it's not going to do anything. Well, it doesn't really matter if Insanity's on the bottom or the very bottom, because it's going to reveal the manifestation, and then it's going to play another card. This is gonna do nothing, but I try. Lost in the Past. Okay. From the start. And we don't have environment destruction right now. Oh, there's an Insanity anyway. Gets me Twisted Miscreation, so we repeat the text. We get Lambent Reaper, so we repeat the text. Pete and repeat, we're a boat, Pete fell out, who was left? Repeat, Pete and repeat, we're on a boat, Pete fell out, who was left? Crazed Artifice, Whispers of Oblivion. This is actually pretty scary because he's doing himself 4 damage with this, but at least we are getting one of the Lambent, or both of the Lambent Reapers gone. for now. Nothing else matters, right? So this is a lot of damage. Sentinels. So we he's already got all of his manifestations out. Now he's gonna be cycling through his one-shots now. So this is probably gonna be a very short match. He's gonna flip and then he's going to play all of his manifestations. Actually, we know he's revealing a one-shot. So actually, I don't even think there's anything we can do here. Who's considered to have the lowest HP? Let's get rid of the construct. Alright, so this is pretty bad. His only card in his deck is Insanity. It's going to be revealed, shuffled back into his deck, each manifestation restored to its max. And then he's going to go through his one-shots. So, yeah, so the manifestations will be at full HP, and Infinitor himself is going to be dealing himself lots of damage because of Whispers of Oblivion or Machinations of a Madman. So he's flipping. And there isn't a thing we can do about it. That's not going to help. This deals damage, but that's not gonna help. We cannot move a manifestation from play because they are indestructible. They are not non-destructible. And I can't suggest something, although that wouldn't help either. I mean, like, actually isn't anything I can do to stop him from regaining HP, or stop the manifestations from regaining HP, because he got all the manifestations out. So he's flipping, and then he's going to do irreducible damage. Actually, not just him, everything, right? Because it's damage dealt by villain targets is irreducible. So I can't save our team from these manifestations. I can't even take any more out. So what I could do, like, recognize that we're going to have to, recognize that Infinitor is flipping and just damage Infinitor. Which is not great. Is there anything I can do to aid with that? Block is now dead. Block isn't going to do anything except save us from the environment, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Could we flee in the darkness? Let's Potent Disruption. Oh, that destroy. Oh yeah, well yeah, just no. Destroy it. Do damage. Look at this. I mean, oh, right, yeah, because he has a +2. Right. He's so easy to damage, guys. Why didn't we just take him out from the start? Wounding buffer. I'm gonna throw this on someone. And then Potent Disruption. And damage Infinitor. Good news, guys, we flipped him. He's doing 2 irreducible, non-redirectable damage to all of these manifestations that are indestructible. This is the side that no one ever sees, by the way. Because no one ever flips Heroic Infinitor. But now he's done himself 2. We're regaining 2 HP across the board, which is all the HP we're gonna have. And a cosmic weapon, which I'm gonna give to Tempest so he actually has a power. Because his current power to destroy something for cards doesn't actually... You've seen it because you always play on advanced. Fair enough. Alright. Do 2 damage across the board, 2 damage, we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna do 2 damage across the board. And we're gonna get the HP. This is ultimate. And this is also round 2, by the way. And I also decided to intentionally flip Heroic Infinitor because he was going to cycle through his one-shots. He already got all the manifestations out. He was going to cycle through his one-shots. Well, first he was going to regain or restore each manifestation to full HP, and then he was going to cycle through his one-shots and incap himself. So, it seemed prudent to decide to instead flip him and now try to figure out how to survive. The good news is that one of the gunmen will only ever target manifestations. Is it Cyber's Haze? Or is it 2 of them? Cyber's Haze, the 2 non-environments with the lowest HP will always be manifestations. Tyler Haze always deals it to each target, and Matthew Haze does it to the lowest. So yeah, 2 of the Haze, although one of them's in the trash. 2 of the Haze brothers are only ever going to target manifestations. That's the good news. So when a manifestation would enter play, he regains 4 HP. When it enters play, it is destroyed. There is actually a thing we can try to do, which is to get Visionary into a cocoon and then let the environment win. That requires Visionary to get cards. But Infinitor cannot put manifestations into play repeatedly because this is advanced. So the 2 manifestations that were just destroyed, the 2 Lambent Reapers, when they enter play, Infinitor regains 4 HP. And at least one will enter play because of how his deck works. But if Visionary is immune to damage, doesn't matter what manifestations there are. I don't think this is gonna work out though. I can't rest the mind on a manifestation because their damage cannot be redirected. There's another useless rest the mind. Sustain the portal. Into the strat, or no, Visionary has rest of minds that are useless. I wouldn't like to have to discard for sustain the portal, but we are lost in the past and no hope of getting found, so. Could damage dealt 2 manifestations also be irreducible and cannot be redirected? So there's the Insanity. Insanity plays a card. This card is Insanity. Pete and repeat were on a boat. Pete fell out. Who was left? Whispers of Oblivion. So here's a bunch of 1 damages. Machinations of a Madman. It's a 1-shot, deal damage, and then play a card. Doesn't matter, really. I don't know that we're even going to make it past this turn, but let's see. Crazed Artifice, which gets us a Lambent Reaper. Does it get us the other Lambent Reaper? It does. Or no, it didn't. That's it. Okay. Here's 2 damage. He deals each non-villain target 2 damage. Any target that damages this way deals itself 2 irreducible damage. So now we're being dealt extra damage. Oh, but the Sentinels use the power. Cool. Here. Visionary. Stay alive. And then damage. Who's considered to have the highest? Wraith. Who's considered to have the highest? Tempest and Mainstay. I am not holding Telekinetic Cocoon. Wraith. Medico. We survived. For now. Actually, no hero's been incapped. Oh, that is ridiculous. There are no incapped heroes, which means that we can't get Visionary to draw cards. Okay. You don't have any powers. You have 1 power. I don't even know what to do here. This is a situation where there is no hope. I don't like saying that in games. There's always a hope. There's always a chance. There's no chance here. We're staring down the barrel of like 50 irreducible damage in the next round. So my options here, Augmented Ally. Each of these heroes has only 1 power, except Visionary could mass levitate. That's not gonna help us with survival. Kill the heroes who can let Visionary draw. That is actually something. So yeah, Sentinels, that is a card draw. Tempest, use a power, draw a card, discard a card. Okay. So there isn't, unless Cosmic can reveal a card that does damage, we can't actually get Mainstay out. But we can, maybe? Yeah. Oh no, Mainstay, no! Mainstay will do 3 damage, -1 to Tempest, no! So it is down to Cosmic. So let's just throw something out there. I don't know. Cosmic. Reveal top 3 cards. 2 constructs, destructive response. Actually, Autonomous Blade is perfect. Now I can get that to go off and kill Tempest. I don't know, put that on Visionary. So with this version of Captain Cosmic, if he gets incapped, his manifestations be put underneath this, and then yeah, okay. So this is cool. Fleeing in the Darkness. Tempest. Tempest. We can use a power. We can make your damage reduced by 1. As good as it is. Okay. So, Visionary. Decoy Projection is not Telekinetic Cocoon. That Tempest was a flesh child. Right, we went after the flesh children. Water Trough. Increase all lightning damage by 2. Lambent Reaper. At least that's his only play. Deal damage to everything. Hit Visionary. Nope, never mind. We can't redirect for Visionary. No! Decoy projection. No! Okay. Yeah, I guess we could do this. Construct Cataclysm, Unflagging Animation, Vitality Conduit. I don't think this matters, does it? I mean, even if we somehow survive this, the manifestations will take us out. So 4 manifestations. 5 manifestations. Let's put this next to Vitality Conduit because funny. And then do damage to this. I could also damage... Actually, I guess there was purpose to it. This Dynamic Siphon's on the wrong thing, though. I could have put that Vitality Conduit on something else. Oh well. Deal damage. And dead. And not dead. But will be dead. How is that not reduced? Because he did block once. Huh. We lost against Heroic Infinitor. You heard it here first. You saw it here first. You witnessed it here first. Blue lost against Heroic Infinitor. I think I need to turn in my Sentinels badge. Because if I can't beat Heroic Infinitor, then what am I doing here? Nah, Ultimate Infinitor, or Ultimate Heroic Infinitor is awful. It features him flipping fast and everything going terribly. You lost the tutorial mission. Oh boy. I should play the tutorial and figure out a way to lose that doesn't involve just hitting myself. Alright, well, that is the first game. That takes us to the second game. Because I can count. First game, second game. But the second game is the important game because it's viewer's choice. So I will put this question in chat. Who wants to participate in viewer's choice? To which you will reply, I do, or I don't. If you don't want to, I don't know why you would say I don't. But we will take a list of names, and after about a minute to make sure that everyone who wants to take part has put in their hat, we will ask people one by one a series of questions. Question 1. What is Chairman's first name? Who is Rampike? That is correct. I'll take Potent Potables for 400. That will be the first of many nose blows. Alright, is there anyone else who wants to take part in viewer's choice? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh, it's here. There's the thing. potent portables is Sentinels live? Alright. We're gonna go with these three people. Darren, Bolner, and Migrant P. Congratulations, you get to choose the game. So Darren, classic or team? Classic. Ooh. So, Bolner, choose the villain. Migrants. Choose, or rather 3, 4, or 5 heroes. Therein choose hero number 1. Here's where we wrap around. Bolner, choose hero number 2. Migrant, choose hero number 3. And that's where we wait for a previous response. Bolner has chosen La Capitan, which is a C, right? Another letdown was another letdown and didn't want to join in. Migrant votes for 4 heroes, so we go back to Darren. Choose hero number 4. And then Bolner choose the environments. And then, let's see, so that's Migrant now is standard, advanced, challenge, or ultimate. Or Ulit mate. Ulit mate? Standard, advanced, challenge, or Ulit mate? Alright, hero 1 is Adamant Sentinels. So the Sentinels are taking their revenge. And this is actually a nemesis battle against La Capitan. Hero 2 is Setback. Migrant was 3. Okay, yeah. Hero 3 is Naturalist. Throwing the vote to the environment is totally fine. Or throwing the vote to the environment. Environment chooses another letdown. So we're playing La Capitan in another letdown. Which I guess means I need to make storytelling elements here. Hero 4 is Setting Sun Raw. Good choice. Another letdown votes for the Realm of Discord. So all we need is the difficulty of this match. Last time you had me play Ultimate La Capitan and that was hilarious. So let's go standard. Oh man, I thought you were gonna do a repeat. Standard La Capitan versus Adamant Sentinels, Setback, the Naturalist, and Setting Sun Raw in the Realm of Discord. And in this version of, actually no, I was getting ready to say Ahoy Niños, but with a terrible Spanish accent because La Capitan is actually not Spanish in this version of Sentinels, or this Sentinels universe that I was going to make up. But she doesn't actually speak Spanish in her variant line. You cannot withstand the seas of time. Actually, can I try to? Cannot withstand the seas of time that lobos. The time turbulence has you looking rather green. That is some attempt at some accent. Try to figure out what accent I was trying to do there. Haha, very funny. Is there not a timeline in which you learn better jokes? Alright, so Adamant Sentinels have Dark Delusions, Fling into Darkness, Second Chance, and Telekinetic Wallop. Thank you for the luck, Migrant P. Good night, sleep tight, and sweet dreams. Setback has Cause and Effect, Friendly Fire, Looking Up, and Silver Lining. Good cards. Naturalist has Crafty Assault, Natural Born Vigor. I like having Natural Born Vigor with this version of Naturalist. Primal Charge and Shifter Strength. And Setting Sun Raw has Flame Barrier, Flame Spike, Imbued Fire, and Solar Flare. So that is really nice cards we're starting with here. So we're just playing Standard. Only Standard. So all she's doing is getting her ship into play and then playing cards. So here's the ship. Surprise! There was a ship here. All together now, dealing 1 damage and fails to get the ship out. And a motley crew, which gets us 2 crew. Oh no, crews from the trash, which there were none. Damage to the Naturalist. The Naturalist cannot use powers, which defeats my plan of playing Natural Born Vigor, but that's okay. Alright, so Wraith's power. The next time a non-hero target is destroyed, you may move it to the bottom of its deck. So if we can get the ship on the bottom of Capitan's deck, we'll have excised it away for a while. The question is, are we capable of doing 15 damage to the ship right now? Wraith can do 2 damage, Idealist can do 3. This does 3 damage, but doesn't destroy the target. This doesn't do damage. This can do 3 damage. So Dark Delusions is the winner in terms of damage, and so I shall go that route. And then big damage to the ship. So the thing that's a little unfortunate is I could do more damage here with Mainstay, but then I wouldn't be able to use Wraith's power to try to move the ship. So I guess, is there a way, or are we going to be able to take out the ship this turn or not? Setback with Looking Up can do 3 points of damage. Naturalist can do 2 points of damage. And nothing else, unless we shift her strength into something. We can either increase his damage by 2 or do 1 extra point of damage, so that'll be 4. So that's going to be a total of 3 plus 4 plus 2 is 9, which isn't enough to take out the ship. So given that I can't take out the ship, I'm going to go a different route and actually reduce the Capitan's damage. Since we can't get rid of the ship, we might as well accept that the ship will be here. Alright. I am a fan of Looking Up. 3 tokens to the unlucky pool. If the power was only to add 3 tokens to the unlucky pool, I'd be pretty happy with that. I will do this to the ship. And then here, so I'm just gonna get the Natural Born Vigor out so that I have it. And then you have it. Even though I can't use an extra power this turn. Imbued Fire in general is going to be nice. I'm going to skip my base power because then Imbued Fire gets destroyed. But then I drew another one. But that, if I had used my base power, then that one would have been removed from the game. Each player may destroy any number of their ongoing and equipment cards. Then any hero with ongoing and equipment cards deals themselves 3 sonic damage. I don't really like destroying things for this card. It's such a waste. Okay, so actually Sentinels aren't going to be dealt damage if I wanted to get rid of one of those, but no, I don't. Fortunately, Imbued Fire makes this better. I mean, worse. It does more damage, which is better in Jeremy logic. We have Raiding Party, so 3 crew. Gives us Chip and Final Breath and Battle Forged. And we're destroying a card. I mean, I do have another Imbued Fire, but I was sort of hoping to be able to take advantage of it. I don't want to lose Natural Born Vigor or Looking Up. But that's fine, I can just get Imbued Fire back. True Shot. Thankfully, we have not seen Mabel. I don't know. I guess, like, Ra would have been the better person to keep HP on, but that's fine. Sentinel Tactics. So now I can use Wraith's power. I do want to get the ship underneath Capitan ASAP. So we will work towards that. So the next thing that has to be destroyed is the ship. Let's get friendly fire, and now we can really get setback tokens. There isn't... Oh, no, I do have silver lining. So I do have a purpose for being dealt damage. I've been dealt more than 4, so I don't want to do this. Because I do want to use my base power to shift into a form and then use Natural Born Vigor to actually use that power at the same time. So let's craft the Assault. I won't be able to use this to destroy ongoing cards, which is a bit of a risk, but I do want to make sure I get the ship destroyed and put underneath the deck. Might as well do this. So now what do I want to do here? I think I do have to deal with Final Breath and Battleforged because they're going to constantly go after lowest HP things, especially Battleforged if it destroys something that's bad. So what form do I want now? Crocodile, Rhino, Gazelle. Croc's the fun one because it can do more damage, but Rhino is good for tanking and Gazelle is sort of different. Let's go with the Crocodile though, because I can then use this power to deal damage. Let's try to get Battleforged out as fast as we can, and let's not hit Setback now. So again, I want to put Imbued Fire out, and again, I'm going to skip my power because I want to keep the Imbued Fire. So hopefully this time I can actually keep it. Ghostly Images. Ooh. One shot is put into play. So we get a free signature. Yay! Caliginous Form is great. I love Caliginous Form. Draw Aura of Vision, and then I could play that. But this is out of turn, so I probably want to do something that does damage. One of your heroes deals the target damage to the target now is 4 or fewer, and Wraith is active to destroy that target. So I can use this to immediately destroy Battleforged, which is great. It doesn't say Wraith has to deal the damage, so let's have Medico do the damage, because Medico doesn't usually deal damage. Friendly Fire, no. Sentinel Tactics, we may use a power. Ooh, I could also move Battleforged to the bottom, which is not necessarily better. Because if we get another raiding party, it could cycle through the rest of the deck, so I don't want to do that. Damage reduction, damage to something, HP recovery across the board, to draw a card. I think that's a bit of a waste. Only Idealists have been dealt damage. Let's do a big hit to Final Breath. Turn of events. Remove 4 tokens. If you do, each other player may use a power. Naturalist certainly will use this. So actually, we can have... we now can have Idealist use a power to destroy Final Breath. Yay! We also could have destroyed True Shot, maybe. But Final Breath... at least isn't going to go after Idealist. So we managed to get rid of both of those. Yay! Raw. I don't want to lose Imbued Fire. One shot. Damage and damage. This is actually a lot of damage. We might be able to take out True Shot. Anytime you can take out True Shot, you should take out True Shot. One shot. Yes. Look at this. Summon Staff. And now I can play a card. Ooh, but if I play the card, she's going to regain 4 HP, which I guess with Inferno we can still destroy her, but that does sort of stink. I don't want to play that other Summon Staff because then she'll regain too much HP. True Shot is just so hard to get rid of that anytime you can get rid of her, it's a victory. I could have played Solar Flare, indeed. That also would have regained True Shot HP. Captain's orders. So that Captain's orders I have to deal with somehow. Cause and Effect is in play, but that's gonna incap Setback. And Setback's the only hero with ongoing destruction. So, or no, actually no, Naturalist could have, but we played it already. So for now, Captain's orders is going to be in play. Let's get the signatures out, even though Aura Vision is admittedly a pretty weak one. I don't really need to worry about Chip, he only does 2 damage. So let's throw a weakening effect on Capitan. Not have friendly fire go off. Eh, we might as well just do more damage. When in doubt, do more damage. The Jeremy style. Unique capabilities. Beautiful. Alright, let's get Silver Lining out before we destroy Setback too much. No. This would let me deal damage to Chip. This would let me deal more damage overall. I'm gonna go with Natural Form's power. Right, because I do have Natural Born Vigor, so I can do both of these powers. Actually, I think if I do this, I would basically be sacrificing Silver Lining, but this does save Idealist, who is currently going to die by Captain's orders. So I do want to try that. Resilient Tide is nice. Alright, Summon Staff. Flesh of the Sun God. Let's get Flesh of the Sun God. So now I could use his base power and destroy Flesh of the Sun God. Or I could use the base power and destroy Imbued Fire and be immune to the fire damage by Flesh of the Sun God. This would destroy Chip! I think I want to play Solar Flare next turn and then destroy Solar Flare. Or I could play play Staff of Ra. Each ongoing and equipment card now has 6 HP. Well, now we have a means of destroying Captain's orders. Mabel! Silver Lining saves this. Then we have to destroy something. Bearing in mind that what gets destroyed is then moved to the bottom. Well, I guess Friendly Fire is not going to do anything now. Because hero targets are immune to fire damage. Or, no, actually no. We did not actually use Flesh of the Sun God's base power, so maybe that's not quite true. But with Imbued Fire, I don't actually want to hit Setback too much. One player may draw a card. I want to get, like, a different power with Raw. His base power is great, and I will use it at some point, maybe. Hippocratic Oath. Yeah, and then let's go ahead and positive energy, because this will hit the ongoings. Happy relevant time of day to you too, Seamus. How are you doing tonight? We are on the viewer's choice game. The first game was Ultimate Heroic Infinitor and ended poorly. We lost in like 3 rounds. And we may use a power. Just keep doing the big damage on Capitan, I guess. Like, I'm not really too concerned right now. The ship is on the bottom of her deck. Mabel's come out. There's a chance that she could play a Motley Crew. And a Motley Crew, shuffle the trash, and reveal cards. So we don't have a choice in what crew come out, but there are a lot of crew. A lot of crew have accrued in her trash, I guess you could say. So it's not necessarily guaranteed we'll see Mabel. Alright, so I don't actually have to worry about playing cause and effect to destroy Captain's orders. This will destroy Mabel. And Naturalist can destroy Captain's orders. Whoops! Sorry! Alright. Let's just go big. Go big or go home. Can you really turn your back on 5 damage? There, we've destroyed Captain's orders. Alright, so Staff of Ra. Honestly, I don't think we're really going to last until Ra's next turn. I might as well just use this. Fire Blast, Scorched Earth, Flesh of the Sun God, Summon Staff have been removed from the game and drawn to the flame. Portal Fiend isn't going to do anything. Altogether now deals 1 measly point of damage, not even reduced by 1, and the ship was not in the trash. Joke's on you. Alright, here we go. I don't really know if this matters. Sentinels, draw a card. Team Communication. Let's prolong this match. Horrifying Dichotomy. Positive Energy. Sentinel Tactics. Team Communication. Let's prolong this game. Dark Delusions. Coordinated Assault. Good Hero, Bad Hero. Unique Capabilities. Let's prolong this game. Unique Capabilities into Durasteel Chains. So what's going to do the most damage? 5 damage from Mainstay would be 6. Nemesis is 7. Imbued Fire is 8. Dark Delusions, Writhe, 2 plus 2 is 4. Idealist, 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's better than Coordinated Assault. Good hero, bad hero isn't going to do enough. Horrifying dichotomy. Medico will have HP recovery happen instead. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. We're going with... Was it Dark Delusions? 4 there. Use a power. And then 5 here. And then 4 here. 5 here. Can Setback possibly do 2 points of damage on his turn? Could we possibly do that? Oops. All right, well, that was too easy. So, I think we can legitimately blame John because he's the one who chose standard. It's not usual for viewer's choice to give me a standard game, but when they do, it's too pedestrian. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. All right, we are doing the random game. We are doing team. I'm gonna hit random once. This is the team. Biomancer, Fright Train, Plague Rat. So Biomancer will be standard. Fright Train will be advanced. So increased damage dealt by Fright Train by 1. And Plague Rat will be standard. Fights! So it's Biomancer, Advanced Fright Train, and Plague Rat versus Tachyon, Setting Sun Raw, yet again, and Xtreme Prime Wardens Tempest. Can you feel your flesh crawl? But of course, it crawls to me. No time to waste. Let's see how fast you can make this. Oh, we're playing fast? That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing today, is playing fast? Alright, so Tachyon has Accelerated Assault, HUD Goggles, Lightspeed Barrage, and Sucker Punch. Setting Sun Raw has Flame Spike, Imbued Fire, Inferno, Summon Staff. Xtreme Prime Wardens Tempest has 2 Elemental Subwave Reducers, an Otherworldly Resilience, and Reclaim from the Deep. So Duplex Patriot, Repla Blade, Engine of Destruction, of course. RevoCorp Analyst, first time Plague Rat is dealt damage, play a card. Reduce damage dealt by Plague Rat to villain targets by 1. Mr. Facsimile, I presume? Yeah, we're only an hour in, we're on the random game. These have been some fast matches. Alright, so you know how this goes. HUD Goggles. If I do Accelerated Assault, Mr. Facsimile redirects it, and Plague Rat will be dealt damage, so he will redirect it, or he'll play a card rather, which I don't really want. I could just play Sucker Punch to have it burst in the trash. And I can use my base power, look at my card. I do want that card because this will get my trash built faster. And this is important to have a fast trash with bursts. Last stop. Lots of damage. Alright, Summon Staff. We get Wrathful Gaze. Now I can play Staff of Ra and actually use my base power. It will not destroy Staff of Ra. And who could really be upset with 3 irreducible fire damage to all non-hero targets? If you were paying attention to last week's stream when we had Mr. Fixer do 4 irreducible damage to all non-hero targets, that was great. Freedom 5's Tachyon's power is pretty cool. Fire Blast, Flame Barrier, and Summon Staff have been removed from the game. Drawn to the Flame can be a nice alternative to his base power. Evocorp Tanker. Deals damage. And then he's going to take things out. Order doesn't matter. So let's Otherworldly Resilience just to get more protected. And I can stop an end of turn effect. Mr. Facsimile, however, was going to redirect it. So let's stop Duplex Patriot. Ooh, Grievous Hailstorm. Perfect. Excellent in the Vengeance match. A new creation. So damage. And then Tempest-Nation! No! You're not Tempest. Alright, so I still have... Well, actually, no. Well, Mr. Facsimile will redirect it, but that's fine. He's going to redirect it to Tempest, who reduces it. So I could play Accelerated Assault. But I might as well play Quick Insight. I have 2 card plays. You get a Synaptic Interruption, a Supersonic Response, and a Sonic Vortex. Alright, so I've been dealt damage by Fright Train, Plague Rat, Tachyon, Mr. Facsimile, and Tempest-Nation since my last turn. This actually sucks. I can't actually really see what's underneath Quick Insight. But I'm gonna get rid of Synaptic. Actually, who's Fright Train going after? Tempest? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Synaptic. I don't know, because I sort of just want to do the spread damage more than doing 2 and 2. Between Tempest's Grievous Hailstorm and Ra either using base power or ooh, I do not want to lose Lightspeed Barrage. Ra will use some sort of power that does something. Off the Rails. Doesn't destroy anything. We're already down to teens. Alright, Drawn to the Flame, there is 1 card in play. I could do 1 damage plus 1, so 2 to each non-hero target. Base power would do 3, but would remove cards. I could Inferno and do my base power plus Inferno, which is great. How many ongoing cards could be in play? Plague Rat has no ongoings, which is pretty ironic. Rebuilt to Survive. I don't think I've actually seen this card before. Although I guess this is Fright Train and Tidy Whitey, so I had to have seen it before. I do know we have Mass Rebirth, but this is a temporary ongoing. So Drawn to the Flame isn't really going to be too potent in this match. On the other hand, if I play Drawn to the Flame and I use it now, I could play Imbued Fire next round, which will boost Drawn to the Flame and it will boost Tempest and Tachyon's damage. So I'm going to do that. Another RevoCorp Restrainer. So this will get rid of several things. I think all the clones are gone. Or not the clones, the flesh children. Which is good. Bridge. We're getting a new flesh child. The Carbon Adept. Well, he's not going to last long. He's not actually going to last long enough to do anything. All right, how many bursts? We have 5 bursts, and we have 6 targets. That's fine. Certainly Fright Train. Oh, geez. If I take out the handlers, Plague Rat hits harder. On the other hand, Raw is most likely taking out the handlers anyway. Well, all right, Biomancer. Yeah, they're going away. So take out the RevoCorp Tanker, and then take out or hit Plague Rat for more damage. Carbon Adept is going away, so like this choice doesn't actually matter. I'll just do this to Carbon Adept. My Speed Barrage, there are 5 cards in my trash. I could do 6 damage to Fright Train, or I could do 5 damage to Biomancer right now. I already did the Irreducible, or I did the first damage blow, so I might as well do that. It's sort of a waste of Lightspeed Barrage, but we're probably not going to last long. All right, or this fight's not going to last much longer. I keep saying we're not going to last long, but it means something else. Rebuilt to Survive. There's an ongoing card. Ouch. So Imbued Fire, and now he's going to do 4 damage to everything. Except to Fright Train, who reduces it. Because he was dealt too much damage. Alright, so this is a damage race right now. Who's going to win? Chemical Frenzy. Uh-oh. This is actually pretty bad. Tachyon's down. Ra's gonna go down. Yeah, there's no way I can stop this from happening. So, it's the Tempest show now. Kinda got a bit overzealous with my damage. But I liked doing damage indiscriminately. I'm gonna Elemental Subwave. And maybe I could have another -1 to some sort of damage. Into the Stratosphere. Birth. Which is probably gonna trigger frequently. Ooh. You don't want that to go off. Play a card, draw a card, put a card from the player's trash into their hand. I think we're gonna Stratosphere. I think we're gonna Stratosphere, guys. Get rid of that mass rebirth. Off the rails! which destroys Tempest. No! No! Tempest! What's game 4? Game 4 is mix match. All right. Who? Actually, I need to take it. Who wants to take part in selecting heroes? Me. All right, I will choose the villain. I think we did Dreamer last time, right? That's a good choice here. Actually feeling Matriarch. So I don't think we fought Matriarch in a while. Advanced cohort cards are indestructible. Increased damage dealt to hero targets by 1. Challenge domain cards are indestructible. I know we fought Ultimate Matriarch. I think it was like the second week I fought Ultimate Matriarch. I don't really want cohorts to be indestructible though. I'm gonna go challenge. So I've chosen Challenge Matriarch. So, it's up to you guys to come up with heroes. Seamus is in, Darren, 2500 is in, Vulnerap is in, Sanvar is in. These are the 4 people who are choosing heroes. Choose your heroes. I don't have to at you guys because you each can choose your 1 hero. Seamus votes Darkwatch Nightmist. Vulnerap, Termi-Nation, Unity. Freedom 5, Tachyon. And Guise. Of course it's Guise. And let's see, Darren is actually second. So that's the order. It's Darkwatch Nightmist, Freedom 5, Tachyon, Termi-Nation, Unity, and Guise. And where is this taking place? It's taking place in Rook City. So, Challenge Matriarch versus Darkwatch Nightmist, Freedom 5 Tachyon, Termi-Nation, Unity, and Guise in Rook City. Hear my song of pain and sorrow. All must know the might of Corvus. Reality is fluid, both flowing and fleeting. You are hardly a concern. So, Darkwatch Nightmist has 2 Astral Premonitions, an Enlightenment, and Mist form. Which will be pretty boring, but if she is the highest HP hero, Matriarch will only retaliate against her when Foul are destroyed. Freedom 5 Tachyon has Fleet of Foot, HUD Goggles, Lightspeed Barrage, and Research Grant. Termi-Nation Unity has a Construction Pylon, Modular Realignment, Powered Shockwive, and Scrap Metal. And Guise, I can't quite see what that card is. Let me see this. Ooh, let me see that. And let me see that. And let me see that with Retcon. Cool. So, challenge. Domain cards are indestructible. Just so we're aware. Mask of the Matriarch is out. And then we have a Foul. And a Foul. And a Cohort. Increased damage dealt by Matriarch. Reduced damage dealt by Matriarch. Foul. Foul. And Hugin! So they both came out. They are both out there. They are both sitting out there. Okay. So, increase damage dealt to Matriarch by 2, reduce damage dealt to Matriarch and cohorts by 2, and at the start of the villain turn, destroy 2 hero ongoing and equipment cards. Well, that's nice. There goes my mist form plan. This is actually pretty bad. Because I don't really have the means of being able to get rid of the mask. And I can't really get rid of Hugin and Munin. In fact, I can't really do much damage to them. I can't really do any damage to them. Yeah, I can't. So they're staying out, and they're going to do 2 damage, or they're going to destroy 2 cards. So I don't really want to play cards that I want to keep, basically. There isn't really anything that is useful here. I kind of want to enlighten Unity and maybe get bots. Because we do have a construction pylon, but nothing to use it with. The only issue is I don't know what's on the top of Nightmist's deck. But, well. It's a 2. Unity gets a hasty augmentation and a stealth bot. Alright, so let's now see what's here. We have Scouring Mists, Master of Magic, Star Shield. I mean, I did what she said anyway, Sanvar, so it's perfect. I mean, I love Master of Magic and I love Star Shield Necklace, but I can't keep them in play right now. Scouring Mists will give me a damage dealer. So I'm gonna take the Scouring Mists. Put Master of Magic 3 on top. Oh, and I'm gonna draw this anyway, that's okay, whatever. I like Master of Magic. Maybe I'll play it someday. I would love to push the limits. I can do that too. This would be pretty funny with Tachyon's power, except there aren't any burst cards in Guise's trash, so this wouldn't actually do anything. Destroy a golem, move a golem, draw a card, so basically, yeah, so I can do that too. It doesn't actually seem too exciting. We do have Stealth Bot now. The only way I have of getting Stealth Bot out... Actually, I have 2 means. I could modular Workbench and discard to get Stealth Bot out. Would that be useful? Building Rooks does 2 damage, 1 damage to each, 1 damage to things. So actually, Stealth Bot would be wise to have. I do want to get Stealth Bot out there. Yeah, and hasty augmentation isn't really going to do much good. I would ordinarily be like, oh, HUD goggles, push the limits, research grant, except we're going to be losing cards, so... Although if I'm playing modular workbench, I could destroy that, I guess, and keep something out. So here we go. HUD goggles, push the limits, research grant. And I'm actually going to use research grant because this power would only do 1 damage. But I want to try to get cards. Blinding Speed. Synaptic Interruption. I think with Rook City I do want Blinding Speed. Alright. So Modular Workbench. Discard. I think we'll get rid of Scrap Metal. And now, guys. I mean, I could play Let Me See That just so Hyujin can destroy it. I could play Let Me See That on HUD goggles, and then play I Can Do That Too for some reason. Attunement would just like control what are the next 3 cards. Like I feel like Freedom 5 Tachyon is one of the best variants of Tachyon because it doesn't make Research Grant a terrible power. I mean, base Tachyon's Research Grant is sort of strictly better than her base power. Freedom 5 Tachyons makes Research Grant into a cost-benefit thing. And then Freedom 6 Tachyon, why would you use Research Grant when you could use your base power? Or Super Scientific Tachyon, there's so much more that can happen there. But Freedom 5 Tachyon, like, perfectly makes Research Grant a viable alternative power. Alright, so I can do that too, so either... Oh, actually, if I use Reconfigure, I would destroy Stealthbot. And I would shuffle it into Guise's deck, which is funny, but not helpful. Well, I'm definitely Let Me See That on something. I might as well do that too. Let's just see what's on the top of my deck. Super Ultra Kawaii, gimmicky character, selling out. I don't think these are all... Like, they all have great uses. I don't think they're necessarily great right now. Let's do a point of damage to the mask. So now I have 2 cards I can certainly get rid of with Hyujin. Toxic Sludge. So I do want to try to keep Stealthbot alive. But now this can just go to Stealthbot. And we can destroy Let Me See That. And we do not have another golem still, so I'm going to get rid of Modular Workbench. Hard Cacophony! Which sucks. That's going to get rid of ongoings. Then there's a Domain that's indestructible. Push the limits, Research Grant are gone. 2 damage across the board. Ooh, 4 damage across the board. 5 damage to Tachyon. I don't like this card. We really need to figure out how to deal with Hugin and Munin. I agree, Seamus. I don't think I have the means. I could power Shockwave, but that's not really going... That's not going to get past the damage reduction. Hasty Augmentation is going to increase the damage by 2, but that's not going to be enough to counteract that. I put Scouring Mists in hand. What's on top of my deck is... Star Shield 1. But that's only going to do 2 points of damage to something. There are 2 bursts in my trash, so that's not going to help. Ah, jeez. I think I'm just gonna misform. And maybe we can hope for Nightmist to eventually survive and outlast everyone else. Lead of Foot. Let's see what this gets me. Sonic Vortex isn't gonna do enough damage. Raptor Bot. Gimmicky character. Supersonic Response. I've been dealt damage by the Matriarch. Once Fleet of Foot is in my trash. So I just need to get rid of Munin and then get rid of Hugin in one round. That way I don't have to deal with the damage resistance on Hugin. That's what I have to do. That's all I have to do. But I need to somehow do that much damage to Munin. And we still have to destroy the mask, indeed. Now the chances are the mask will return, but that's okay, because at least it won't trigger the second play. So what's the best course of action here? I have 2 more cards. I could Sonic Vortex for 3, Supersonic Response for 2, and Guise can do 1 point. So that will take out the mask, at least. And I can ping Munin. And Supersonic Response. Oh, and I also have this power. Yeah, I might as well use it here. But I don't want to move a card. I have a Raptor Bot, but I only have a Construction Pylon to get it out. So let's get Supply Crate. I don't want to destroy Stealth Bot. So I guess it's let me see that on HUD goggles again. And then I could just play something else, like selling out, not to use it, but just to keep it. Otherwise I have to destroy something else. Selling out is a great card! That's okay. Can't hit anything. I could take out Building of Rooks, and then guys will be dealt damage. 4 damage. Nah. I don't really want to discard Blinding Speed to use it to destroy toxic sludge. That seems like a waste. I guess we could just have Nightmist discard something. Astral Premonition 2, maybe? Falling Statuary. Well, we can use this to get rid of the building of Rooks. The other foul we can... Or no, I guess Kettle Vultures is bad. Kettle Vultures is very bad. Deal damage. No. This all redirects to Stealth Bot. We basically need Stealth Bot to stay in this game in order to have survival. I don't think I want to do this. Guise the Barbarian would be great if I had Latent Reference. But I don't have that. Let me see that. Selling out. Foul. Foul. Dark in the Sky. So the mask is back, but it's not playing an extra card, so that's fine. And now, if I really wanted to, I could play something like Power Shockwave. This will wipe the board of Foul. The damage to Nightmist is prevented by Mist Form, which I'm not destroying. The damage to the others is negated by Stealth Bot. That takes us to Tachyon. 4 bursts in the trash. Destroy 1 ongoing card. There's a Mist Form. I can destroy Mist Form after I said I wouldn't. No. I'm gonna skip and see what we get. Accelerated Assault and Blinding Speed. Destroy Supply Crate. What do I get? Platform Bot. Brainstorm. So at least now I have a reason to play Construction Pylon and use Construction Pylon. So, we do have to deal with the mask. Now, presently, the Kettle of Vultures is going to destroy Stealth Bot and Raptor Bot, which is bad. Is there a way I can prevent that from happening, though? Let me see that on goggles. Because, like, I have to take out the mask. I have to take out the 2 kettles of vultures. I have to do like 3 instances of damage. If I do, I can do that too on Tachyon. I can do 1 damage. If I play Guise the Barbarian and then on my my powers play, I can do that too on Tachyon. I could also take out the mask and a foul. Oh wait, I have Inspired Repair. Did I have Inspired Repair last turn? Maybe I should have played that. I did, okay. Let's do this, and then I don't have to worry about the fouls. Okay. I should have played that first. Someone should have yelled at me, because I should have played that first, and saved Stealthbot. Actually, if Guise is doing 3 points of damage... No, I don't think there's a better way to do it. So Guise the Barbarian... Actually, let me see that. And then Guise the Barbarian. And then I could do that too. On Tachyon. Takes out the mask. No, no burst cards in Guise's trash. What? It's okay. I could leave the Kettle of Vultures out now, actually, so I might as well use this big kit on Munin. Because we do have to eventually get rid of Munin. Xtreme. Beautiful. I wish I had Xtreme 1 round earlier. Ambitious Racketeer. You're certainly dealing damage to Nightmist. Do you have another Inspired Repair? No. Okay, well, we can just let this go through. It's only 2 damage. So I'm gonna hold down tab to make this faster because it's a lot of 0. Guise Barbarian, and let me see that. And then 0s. And then 0s. Yeah, I do want to save Raptorbot. Alright. So what's your terminal card? Darken the Sky. So here we go again. Save Mistform. Alright, so 5 cards in the 4 in the trash, never mind. But now I could take out all the foul. It would have been a quick game if not for Stealthbot. This is gonna be forever. This is why Matriarch is a terrible digital villain. No, I agree. Matriarch is definitely a villain that sort of plays better on tabletop because you can get through these decisions so much faster. At the same time, I do love the digital game so much more. I have not played the tabletop game in like a year because I don't have to do all this tracking. Because I generally play solo. I've only had a handful of friends that have played Sentinels and I've not actually seen them in a while. So I generally play solo, and playing solo Sentinels is pretty difficult. Alright, let's get rid of the Ambitious Racketeer. So now there are 6 bursts. I can do 4 damage to Munin with Lightspeed Barrage. And then we of course have to deal with the mask, but we do have Platform Bot and Raptor Bot on standby. Might as well use this power to do 1 point of damage to the mask, and actually now Raptor Bot and Stealth Bot will do exactly what I need them to do. I also have Champion Bot, but in order to get Champion Bot out, I have to use Construction Pylon. So this turn, I do not have the benefit of playing Let Me See That on Tachyon. But I could probably lose HUD Goggles, because I do have Lightning Reflexes and another HUD Goggles. So HUD Goggles can go. And I would love to be able to use Xtreme. If I get Guise's Xtreme out with Hasty Augmentation, that is 3 points of damage. That's irreducible. I don't want to do that now, though, because I want to use Xtreme with Guise's base power. Powered Shockwave will do 1 damage. We'll do 3 damage to the mask. It will do 1 damage to the other things. Brainstorm will draw cards. Alright, so let's draw cards, I think. So now I have another use for Construction Pylon. Actually, excuse me. Oh my god. Cough drop. Where's my cough drops? I just have them. Oh, they're over there. Oh yeah, 4 damage from Powered Shockwave, because it's 3 plus 1. So that would do 2 damage to the cohorts, 4 to the mask. So Munin will be down to 3. Platform Bot and Raptor Bot would be able to take out Munin, but Hugin would be at 5, and I'd somehow have to do 5 points of damage with Guise, which wouldn't happen. So I'm not going to worry about that just yet, but I can go forward with this. This. I do want to get Carrion Fields low, because in case a Falling Statuary comes out, and I don't want to destroy things. Alright, so I'm going to get Super Ultra Kawaii, and then I'm going to play Xtreme. So I have other things that I can destroy. But now, with my irreducible damage, I'll hit Munin. We should be able to get rid of them in the next round. Unless Scum and Villainy comes out and screws everything up, like Horrid Cacophony, which gets rid of Mist Form and Super Ultra Kawaii and Xtreme. That screws up everything. And Stealth Bot is dead. So we'll save Raptor Bot. Foul. 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 Darken the Sky. What is even the card that's left here? Carrion Fields. Okay, so that's what you're playing next. There's no choose for me button here for some reason. Yes, Stealth Bot can be brought back easily. Yeah, I do remember it had a choose for me. Actually, I think it did have a choose for me, or was it automatic? Like, it pulled them in the order that they were in the trash. Alright, I do not have another misform, so I do have to play something and use something. Oblivion would kill me. Heedless Lash might do enough damage to take out something. Well, let's just do this. Heedless Lash 2, so I can't actually use this to hit a cohort, but I could do this on the mask. I get another Heedless Lash. Alright, so get a Call Forth 1. And how many? We have 7 relics. Put that in play, discard a 4. The problem with the suicide route is it is suicide. I would die. Because for each foul that's destroyed, Matriarch does too much damage. But, I mean, that's why it's called the suicide route. Mistbound would be great. I didn't have a Mistbound already, did I? I missed it. I didn't. Alright. If I can survive, we can freeze Matriarch for a while. HUD Goggles. And I can take out Munin. Actually, hold on. HUD Goggles. No. Lightning Reflexes. HUD Goggles. Blinding Speed, Scum and Villainy. Light Speed Barrage. Not that that actually did anything, but it did make this do 1 extra point of damage, and that is generally what you should do. Okay. Now let's just get... Let's, like, for sure get Hugin out of the way. Arguably, this is better just to be used on Matriarch. But I want to get rid of Hugin, for sure. And I guess I hit Matriarch. Whatever, fine, I did it. I hit Matriarch. Actually, how much damage do I have here? I need Stealth Bot back. I'm just gonna take out Hugin. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like barely staying alive. Alright. So now what am I gonna do here? I need Stealth Bot to survive the foul. If I power Shockwave, there's too many things that will happen. Hasty Augment on Guise? I'll do that. So this card is Carrion Fields, we know that. So I know what she's playing. Unless the environment has her play another card, which can happen. Draw 2 cards. Oh yeah, I'm that guy. Total Beefcake. No. Get me Guise the Barbarian. Crafterbot, I love you. But I want Stealthbot. Okay. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants right here, but we've gotten rid of the cohorts. We've gotten rid of Mask of the Matriarch. She's gonna shuffle her trash into her deck. Thank you, Tony, for revealing the one card in her deck that we knew. Alright, so now I have to deal with this. Oh my gosh, it's Carrion Fields, no way. Alright. I think it's time for Amulet. Get the Heedless Lash. And then you have it. Oh right, no, never mind, I forgot what I was doing here. Mistbound. That was my plan. Congratulations, you cannot play cards. Now to figure out how I'm going to deal with the cards that are here. She only does 2 damage, right? So that's... I can destroy... Let's see, Building of Rooks is going after the highest anyway, so... Okay. Might as well just use this on Matriarch, right? Because 2 damage. Inspired Repair. And then... Construction Pylon, maybe. Flash Forge, beautiful. Okay. I don't think there's a reason to play any of these cards. I'm going to take out... Why did I hit the Building of Rooks? That was wrong. Kettle of Vultures, because those are always going to go after the golems. Alright, so we're still keeping our head afloat. For better or worse. Twisting back. Scrumptious. Oh, I wish I had the amulet now. No! Alright, so 0. 0. 0. This can go through whatever. You can take that damage. You can take that. You can take that. Whew! You have another Mistbound? No? We don't have a mist form. Can't destroy all of these things because... Is Guise supposed to look like he has a full body? Because I believe that's the animation he has when he has a hole in his thing. But he's clearly full. I can't destroy these foul because she's going to do 13 instances of 2 damage, which is 26. And you might notice that we have 26 HP between us. Enlightened Tachyon for Hypersonic Assault. I would love a Hypersonic Assault. So badly. Quick Insight. Lightspeed Barrage. Womp womp. Okay. Mistbound. There's a chance I can get it still. Quick Insight. Accelerated Assaults. Sucker Punch. Research. Oh jeez, where are my Hypersonic Assaults? They're all on the bottom of the deck, on top of the cards I put on the bottom of the deck. Alright, I should not power Shockwave. So I can't get any of these golems into play. I could destroy this one platform bot to move a 3 platform bot into play. This gives me the benefit of drawing a card as well as sort of restoring their HP, so I don't have to really use a different power. I could also Flash Forge and discard these 3. That was the emote I meant. I don't feel like thinking. I'm just gonna play Supply Crate, because then I can draw 2 afterwards. So I can go ahead and destroy this golem to get that one out. I'm pretty screwed if the environment plays Blighted Streets. Little Beefcake, the first time you'll be dealt damage, redirect it to the lowest, which is another foul. I don't really want that to happen. Guise the Barbarian. Sure. I've not seen a blatant reference or best card ever yet. This is why I start at 6, because of these matches. Oh hey, best card ever. Falling Statuary. Alright, we can use this to get rid of a Kettle of Vultures. Those are one of the only ones that can actually do damage. We're gonna see her flip side. Her flip side kind of sucks, because she regains HP whenever a foul enters play. Right? Whenever a foul card enters play, the Matriarch regains 2 HP, and the top card of the villain deck is played. So yeah, that's actually super bad. Plus, the Retribution goes to 1, really? Oh yeah, so Stealth Bot, perfect. Okay, that's great then, actually. So we can actually get rid of all these fouls as long as Stealth Bot survives. So it sucks because she'll regain HP and her things return. Oh, did I redirect it to Stealth Bot? Oh, whatever. It's fine. This match would have been over forever ago if it weren't for Stealth Bot. Cohorts. Her cohorts can come back. Alright, so let's throw that on the platform bot. She flipped! And she darkened disguise! That is a great card to play when your trash is empty. And I can freeze you from playing cards. Alright. Tome, Master, Amulet. We have the Amulet in my hand. We have a Master in hand. We have a Tome in hand. So let's put the 2 in hand and 3 on the top in case I want to Oblivion 3/3 for some reason, which is actually suicide. Alright. Been dealt damage by Building of Rooks and not Matriarch. 5 bursts in the trash. Let's go Nimble Strike for the Nemesis bonus. And for the card draw, which is pushing the limits, which I can play and probably destroy on the next turn, but that's fine. And let's actually try to get Blinding Speed or whatever. No. Hypersonic Assault, that's the one I wanted. Oh, hey, Hypersonic Assault. All right. All right, things are sort of looking up. Ooh, and there's Swiftbot. So I do want to get Swiftbot out. Actually, no, wait. I was going to power Shockwave, I think. This is the time to do it. Because I don't have any other means of doing spread damage. I mean, I guess I don't really have to, although these Buildings of Rooks are dropping us. Oh yeah, I do want to actually do that. Just to get rid of these. So of course, with my luck, this is when a Falling Statuary comes out. But if the environment does play Blighted Streets now, that's fine because there will be no damage on the villain turn. She is frozen by Mists of Time, or Mistbound, rather. Right, in general, like, Horror Cacophony is going to really screw me up. So we're finally getting to see her artwork. And frankly, this is the first time I've actually seen her flipped artwork. I mean, I guess in the Rook City listening party you would have seen it, but this is the first time I've actually seen it in game, because I generally beat her before she flips. Or I die before she flips. One of those two. I actually like the Matriarch. I enjoy playing against her more than I enjoy playing against Progeny, which is to say I don't like Progeny at all. I know that people think Progeny is like the easiest difficulty 4 villain, but for some reason I have a harder time against him than I do against Matriarch. As evidenced by the fact that I'm surviving this match. If this were a Progeny match, this would have ended too long ago. Alright, one more after this one. Yay! And now you can see her artwork. It's all there. There are no golems in my trash, and I don't want to lose these. So next round, I will certainly construction pylon. I mean, she's not playing a card. So this is actually pretty decent. If a falling statuary comes out, it's going to target stealth bot or platform bot and destroy one of those. If Blighted Streets comes out, it's not going to really do anything. If Toxic Sludge comes out, that sort of sucks. Twisting Back Alleys really sucks. So, I don't have a retcon in hand, but I do have a selling out. Maybe I could draw... How many retcons are left in my deck? So maybe... I'm gonna sell out to be prepared for the worst. And I'll draw a card, which is, oh yeah, I'm that guy. Deal damage to Matriarch. Where did I leave that can get me retcon back if I need it. There's the alternate artwork. Falling Statuary. Okay, so... So I could take out Platform Bot, or I could take out Stealth Bot. I think I want to take out Stealth Bot, because I think I want to go ham on Matriarch this round. I think we can do it. After all, Tachyon can play Lightspeed Barrage twice. And with her 7 bursts, she can do this power 7 times, which is going to do 14 damage, plus the 14 from here. So that's 28 from Tachyon alone. So I might as well keep the power dealing golems. Now, since I do have selling out, certainly should use it. Let's get rid of the gimmicky character. This isn't going to screw anything up. Because I do want to get Guise the Barbarian out. Eugen is in the trash now. Guise the Barbarian. Best card ever. Draw 2, deal damage. You're going to hit point, play a card. Blatant Reference, excellent. Damage to Matriarch. Woo! Blatant Reference. So now I have the combo. We do not have Super Ultra Kawaii. I could get it if I play Where Did I Leave That? I think I'm just gonna go with Say Cheese. So this is very good. She is going down. She is so going down. So we are not oblivioning. Or we could, actually. I don't remember what I put on top, though. Do you remember what I put on top? I think they were 2 3s. I think they were 2 3s. I could also just go with the safe route and play like Scouring Mists or Heed the Slash. I don't think it was a 4. I'm gonna go with Heed the Slash. It was a 3. Yeah, they were 2 3s. So Oblivion would have done slightly more damage, but whatever. It's fine. Oh, and it was a 4 on top? Huh. Oh, I discarded 1. That's why that's a 4. I discarded the Tome 3, and I revealed the Amulet 3. So actually, it was 2 3s. I lost one of them, though, so Oblivion would have been a 3-4, which would have been even better. But I wouldn't have known that. It could have been a 3-1 instead. Discard something, who cares what. Now Tachyon is going to unleash her inner fury! We're not even going to use her blitz to full effect. Alright, that was a fun match. I know I say fun a lot. I know fun describes like 99% of the games that I play. This was a great match because it felt like I was so screwed for most of it. But we somehow managed to pull that around. Oh man, I love it when we have comebacks like that. I love comebacks. Everyone loves a comeback story. So, thank you for choosing the heroes of this match, chat. Thank you thank you Random for choosing Rook City. And thank you Lude for beating Challenge Matriarch in Rook City, a difficulty 4 villain in Rook City. Who would have thought? Alright, it is past 8. So this stream has been going on for longer than 2 hours. But we played 4 matches. We lost 2 of them, which included Ultimate Heroic Infinitor. We won 2 of them. And yeah, the first victory was pretty lackluster. The second one certainly made up for it. I'm pretty happy with this stream. So all that there is to do is wrap this up. Thank you for watching this installment of Dolphin's Dive. We've been at this for nearly a year, which is impressive. I don't actually remember exactly when I started. I think it was probably like late March, early April. And that is coming up soon, and this has been a really treat. I love doing this for you guys. I love playing games of Sentinels in the Multiverse. I love having an audience that loves watching me play, and of course the strategy discussion is great. If you do feel that I haven't been doing as much strategy discussion lately or something otherwise, feel free to leave a comment to me directly or on the YouTube channel, or on the YouTube video rather itself, or on Discord, wherever you may see me. I'll certainly read it and incorporate your feedback. I do want to make sure that this is a strategy-minded stream with lots of fun elements within it, or English. But I do want to make sure that I am fulfilling my goals and making this as good of a stream as it can be. Regardless, if you love Sentinels of the Multiverse, be sure to give this channel, Handelabra Games, a follow, because we do have 3 weekly streams of Sentinels of the Multiverse. We have Sentinels Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. with Jeremy and John, 2 of Handelabra's employees, and in fact, the owners of Handelabra. Thursday at 6 p.m. is Dolphin's Dive with yours truly, Lou Dolphin. You just watched this. And Sunday at 7 p.m. is Tales from the Archive with Zach, also known as another Lit Down. Those other streams are also great to watch. Sentinels Live is more developer oriented, not necessarily developer oriented. They do preview content before it gets released, but it is just, you know, developers streaming. And Tales from the Archive is more story oriented, as Zach writes story content for each of his streams. But of course here I do strategy of the card game, and I read out each card, or I don't actually read out each card anymore, but I do like look at each card and decide what is the best course of action, which leads to some excellent victories, such as this one. If you like me personally as a streamer, you can also give my personal channel, Dolphin, a follow, either on Twitch, it's Dolphin, Twitter, Dolphin21, my YouTube channel, Dolphin. Generally, you can find me at Dolphin somewhere. I don't generally stream Sentinels on my main channel, but if enough people follow me there and ask for it, I will certainly deliver to some capacity. Generally, I've been doing Zelda 3 randomizers on my personal Twitch, but I will probably be going to return to Final Fantasy 13 content because in May there is an event called RPG Limit Break, which is a week-long charity stream where we raise money for I believe it's called Sigma Free is the charity, and it's a mental health awareness charity and support. It's a great thing. The event itself is a collection of speedruns of RPG games. I guess that's redundant. RPGs are role-playing games. RPG games, role-playing games. Collection of RPG speedruns. And I have been accepted to speedrun Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 there. So you can look forward to that in May. You can look forward to seeing me stream that on my channel in the coming months. Or just Zelda 3 randomizers, which I've been doing a lot of. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Where is she? These are heroes. There she is.